Hello everyone, I am Jogén Hummingbird. I am with the Footsteps of Peace. I am an intuitive channel, astrologer, Reiki master, and a spiritual life coach. If anything I say in today's reading resonates with you and you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can head over to my website, jogendivinity.com. That is JOGENDIVINITY.com, and you can click on the offerings tab to take a look at everything that I have available. So I wanted to jump on here and do an energy reading for the upcoming Mars direct transit that we have going on January 12th for my mutable sign friends. So this is if you have your sign in the signs of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. So if this is your sign or if you're cross-watching, welcome as well. So this is the reading, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So the cards that we had fly out of the deck while I was shuffling here, we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. We have Starseed, what lights you up? And we also have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So for my mutable sign friends, this time around with the end of this retrograde, this is very important for my mutable sign friends. These retrogrades that we have going on right now, especially this Mars retrograde through Gemini, because Gemini, you are a mutable sign, and this retrograde is through your sign. So chances are, especially if you are ruled by Mercury, also if you are a Virgo, you are very heavily influenced by this because you are ruled by Mercury, and we not only have Mars retrograde through Gemini, which is the sign that rules Mercury, but we also have Mercury in retrograde through Capricorn right now itself. And so we have both of the Geminian energies retrograde right now. And so for Gemini and Virgo specifically, my Sagittarius and Pisces friends, this isn't pertaining to you as much, but it feels like for my friends who are involved with the Mercury energy, it feels like you guys are really like stepping into like a different version of yourself. This retrograde energy has held you back. This retrograde energy has kept you from fully being able to express in the ways that you've needed to. And this is a really good time for you to pay attention to what is going on for you, what is showing up for you, what is it that you can no longer ignore. Like this card right here is very dark, and you can see this tiny little cave, and it feels like as we get out of the cave, this is what we see, because we have the mountains and the water that's all right there. It's all the same colors and stuff. So like, come out of the cave, my mutable signs. Come out of this dark period that you have been involved in. Maybe this dark period started right as Mars went into retrograde, which was October 30th, 2022. Maybe this started right before. Maybe you're experiencing the shadow aspect of it, or maybe it started like right after the retrograde happened and you stepped into a darker phase. But this feels like for my mutable sign friends, this is time for you to kind of transcend the mutable archetype. Really, this is time for you to really come out of the oh no, I'm in my darkness, I don't know what to do, I don't know which direction to go, I don't know what my soul is telling me to do. Like this, it feels like there's just like a really dark seated level of confusion for the mutable signs that was happening during these retrograde periods. And so with Mars going direct on January 12th, this feels like you are no longer going to, not that you won't experience any darkness, but it feels like you're stepping out of this cave and into the rest of the world, going back into the outer world, and you, not necessarily the world around you, but it feels like you've been doing a lot of internal work, possibly as well. Maybe it isn't just a dark period that some of you have been experiencing. Maybe you've just been doing a lot of really deep internal healing, and this is a time for you to, instead of focusing on what is like more healing for you, what's going to heal you more, what's going to take care of more of your trauma, what's going to assist you in amplifying your experience, but rather what is going to make you the happiest, what is going to make you the most lit up. Not that healing your trauma won't make you happy, but sometimes we can get caught up in what's called the healer's trap, where we focus so much on what's wrong in our lives as a means to fix and make it better that we get caught up in problem solving mode instead of in the mode of receiving and an allowance and of creation, of instantaneous alignment, of quantum shifting, instead of this paradigm of, oh, I have to like rely on everything that's going on around me, you know? So this is really good energy so far. So we had a couple other cards fly out too. I want to take a look at these. So we have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? Yes, just say yes. And then we also have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So we did just have the Cancer full moon happen, which was talking about the divine mother, nourishing your emotional self, removing anything that is hindering you, purging emotions, things like that. And so the grandmother energy, this divine feminine wisdom, is very present. So if you didn't watch that reading already, I'll go ahead and link a video card for it up here, as well as putting it down in the description box for you. But this feels like your divine feminine wisdom is sort of like not removing everything from you, but it's kind of like taking away what no longer is going to serve this version of you that is lit up and that is really fully called to action for who you are trying to be in this lifetime, you know? So I also feel with this yes card, this just feels like some of you just need to say yes to yourself more often. I feel like a lot of my mutable signs, you are used to telling yourself no. Maybe throughout this retrograde period, you had to say no to a lot of things that you wanted for the sake of something else. Maybe you were in a survival frequency and you had to say no to certain indulgences or certain experiences for the sake of survival, for the sake of having enough money, maybe even. It can be as intense as that. But this feels like you just need to give yourself permission to say yes to yourself, to say yes to what you want, to say yes to your higher self, to say yes to the highest timeline, to just keep saying yes to yourself. Like, not in the sense that obviously you are developing your discernment and you're learning, like you're coming out of the dark phase and you're learning what not to say yes to anymore. But now you're learning also what to say yes to instead. Because this crumbling, what are you clinging to? This is the letting go of everything that you were attached to in that dark period or in that period of really deep, intense inner work. This is letting go of all the things that you were attached to then allow the room for you to actually say yes and mean it without anything getting in the way of it. And then this is a part of the overall, like, I mean, the divine plan, yes, on there, but I don't know if I like that wording. It feels more so like this is a part of the curriculum for your soul right now. So that's what we have in oracle cards. So I want to pull some tarot cards. So let's see, what can my mutable signs expect for this transit coming up? We have, the first one was Nine of Pentacles. Then we also have Knight of Swords, and we have the Hierophant. So also with this energy, with Mars going direct, this feels like it's time for you. Okay, I can breathe. I can just like reap the fruits of my labor. I can take it easy. I don't have to focus on getting all the work done. I can kind of slow my thoughts down. I mean, Knight of Swords does talk about fast moving energy, and the air does talk about the mind, the intellect, the intuition, the higher realms of consciousness than the more physical things. And so this is sandwiched right in between the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. And so the Hierophant talks about like Taurus energy. It's representative of the Pope in the Tarot. So like it talks about like not necessarily the real Pope in real life, but the archetype of like someone who is channeling spiritual wisdom to masses of people. So this in between the fruits of your labor, or the Knight of Swords in between that and the fruit of your labor, like this is talking about like really slowing down the momentum so that way you can receive the right and proper guidance for you to be able to bear the fruits of your labor or reap the rewards of what you sowed already previously. So let's get some more cards here. We have Death and we also have the Chariot. So like I said, some of you could be coming out of that really dark, intense period, this initiation energy, and you have just undergone a really, really, really deep transformation. This is representative of a Scorpio energy. And so Scorpio is the sign of the alchemist. So maybe you have been doing a lot of really, really, really intense alchemical processes, or maybe you have been learning what alchemy is, or maybe this is the piece of guidance right here to tell you about what alchemy is. And so now you're going to go learn and you're going to go alchemize all your shit and you're going to be able to move forward with this Chariot energy. Chariot talks about taking action, moving forward. It's representative of Cancer energy. Every Cancer you know is up and around. They're going, they're water sign. They got to go. They got to get all the things done. They want to do everything all at once. Like they wanted it done before they thought about it. Like that is Cancer energy. So this is like, okay, how can I transform everything that is no longer serving me, that makes me feel kind of dead and dull, and what is dying in my consciousness, and transmuting that into the new power of new flow. So that is what I feel is going on in the energy for the upcoming Mars transit, going direct for my mutable signs. So thank you so much for checking out today's reading. If you resonate with anything said here, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the Footsteps to Peace and click the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. And again, if you are interested in that personal reading, all my information is down below in the description, and as well as my socials. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Many blessings.